Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and tonight we're gonna check into the Aquarius season. The season is from 20th of January, so it started a couple of days ago. Just hold on a second, because there is a okay, I'm gonna get into it after I'm done with the introduction here. Okay, so started a couple of days ago at the 20th of January. For those who do care about the exact timing, it was 9:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it happened into the same day that Pluto entered into Aquarius. And this is going to be a season up until the 18th of February. The season ends at 11:13 p.m., so the whole 18th of February. And that makes it about a month, give or take a day. And first thing that I'm going to do is a collective, as you may know, and the cards for the collective reading you can check at the thumbnail, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. So the first card that we do have for the Aquarius season collective reading, that's going to be the King of Swords. And the first influence to the King of Swords, that will be the Page of Wands. This one influence, which is, by the way, super good elemental dignity. I mean, I hope that really plays out that way. And the other elemental dignity we have for the Aquarius season, that is a 8 of Pentacles. All right, so what we have on our hands here for the next few weeks, 4 weeks, give or take, is that many things which we're going to come up with, because that is a season, at least according to these to my cards, it is we're going to come up with a lot of things, primarily solutions to one or another situation. And whatever we come up with throughout the next few weeks, all of it is going to have a super positive impact on our personal life. Okay, this does not involve, or how can I put it into words? The impact is going to be good for us, not necessarily for those involved into the situation itself. So the options available, the solutions and whatnot will make sense to us. Now that doesn't exclude teamwork, okay, but for teamwork we will require to have more coordination than just, you know, come up with something and crossing fingers hoping that is gonna work out for everyone. That's mostly not going to be the case for the most part, but instead, you know, we will need to coordinate more if we do want to have a teamwork within the next 4 weeks. Other than that, many new things on our horizon here, and there are new things, I mean new options available, and also new enterprises as well. Although the new enterprises, while they are going to color up, so to speak, and under color I mean make our life more interesting, it's unlikely that they're going to have a huge impact for the future. Nonetheless, all of these enterprises are going to make us realize, for those of us especially who are finding themselves being dependent right now, especially from organizations and people, that we can do it on our own, whatever the case, or rather like whatever we think that we just cannot be without. For example, you know, some of us may think that we cannot do alone without a partner in life, and the next few weeks are going to be weeks where we will realize that that's not the case. We can actually do without a partner with life. It doesn't mean that we don't have to have a partner in life, but again, if it comes to that, we can do without as well. And there is another thing for the next 4 weeks, is that there are going to be a lot of brainstorming here. I mean, a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis. especially on a problematic situations and endeavors. And through that analysis, we all are going to find the way through the difficulties. And the other elemental dignity that we do have here, which is the King of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles, those two cards, it suggests a couple of things. Now, one, it is that the situations that we are gonna proceed with forward, these are undertakings that we are currently going with, but they haven't been finalized right now. And you know, those of these undertakings that seem quite complicated for us will happen to be simplified in the next few weeks, and therefore we are going to have a more room to kind of like wriggle with to add, can I put it into words, add more things that can be productive for us. But the other expression of these couple of cards, it is that throughout the next few weeks, there could be some aspects here and there that can end up being overlooked by us, and therefore we may not find ourselves being ready to go for a specific target or a specific goal. Now, this target can be accomplished on a later stage, but should you find yourself not being ready, at least according to these cards, is going to be pivotal not to force the issue. Right, guys, so that was the collective, and there are going to be 12 more readings just like this one, and it's going to be one for each star sign. It's going to be important for you to watch for your sun, moon, and as well rising sign. That way you are going to have a full picture on what's gonna be the experience you're going to have for the next 4 weeks. And bear in mind that these are readings for the star signs. Okay, so you should take them more as a guidance than anything else. They are not your personal readings. And if you do wish your personal situations and, you know, subjects, or not subjects, but issues to be a subject of my tarot cards, you can go to my website, which link you're going to find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you can see a full list of my services and as well their pricing. Other than that, if you do enjoy the show and you do wish to support us, you can do so either via Super Chat or via PayPal. PayPal link you're going to find in the description down below. And anyone who does that is going to have a reading at the end of the stream. That's guaranteed. And there is a new thing with YouTube. And now YouTube is going to roll ads due the stream. I don't know how this actually is going to work out. I guess they are going to notify me when ad is going to roll. So the option I choose, it is the least aggressive. Hopefully it's not going to be every 10 minutes, because it's every 10 minutes. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be so annoying. But in any case, hopefully this is not going to interrupt us too much, and hopefully I'm going to be notified when they're going to be ads, so I don't happen to talk and you guys miss it due to that rolling over. So with that said, the first star sign that I'm going to read for, that's going to be Aries. Which star sign I'm reading for, you can observe by the glyph being displayed on my right hand side. Hello, T. Yeah, I haven't saw you at the streams lately. Yeah, glad you are around. Hello, Mattia. Welcome to the stream. Right, so for Aries, first card, that's going to be the Queen of Swords. Then moving on, next we do have the Nine of Pentacles. And the last one, or the other influence, that will be the Ace of Wands. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Amna. Mattia, thank you for the 20 US dollars. Thank you, Mattia. At the end of the stream, you're going to have a reading in regards to your inquiry, which is about Pluto in Aquarius. Right, so for Aries here, next 4 weeks, according to these cards, let me show you the cards again here. Okay, so these are the cards. So next 4 weeks, an important endeavor that you are pushing forward with, you have to, or the circumstances are going to make you to put that thing aside. And according to these cards, is going to be replaced with a new gainful enterprise. Now, this new gainful enterprise could be anything, but what these cards are divulging here is that this enterprise will allow you to shine like you haven't shined up until now. And what I mean here, it is in a different light. Now, this enterprise will require from you to put in or rather muster skills and knowledge you haven't used up until now, and therefore you're going to find that enterprise being quite interesting and quite, for a lack of better expression here, growthful. And the more you're dwelling into it, the more interesting it's going to become, and the more pushy you will grow toward that enterprise. Now, this enterprise could be a romantic enterprise, it could be a business enterprise. Only thing that these cards are showing here is it's going to be a new of sort. And based on whatever situation you're in right now, Aries will determine what kind of an enterprise this is going to be for you. But the more you are dwelled into it, the more determined you will grow to push your thing through, or rather like to push that enterprise through. And at the end, the gains literally are gonna be yours, at least according to these cards. Now, what's gonna happen with the other important thing those cards aren't showing, probably you will resume it after you are done with this new gainful enterprise that it is ahead of you, okay? Or maybe that enterprise is going to replace it entirely, as it's going to have more gains than the previous undertaking. Whatever it is, the choice is going to be yours to make, which one is going to be. All right, moving on next, we do have Taurus. Hello, Jackie. All right, for Taurus, first card, 10 of Cups. Influenced by 2 of Cups. And the other influence that we do have, that's going to be the King of Wands here to the 10 of Cups. Those 3 cards. So obviously 10 of Cups and 2 of Cups, for those of you guys who are single, okay, these 2 cards does signifies the appearance of a person who will have the ability to satisfy all of your emotional needs. And if you are in a relationship, you know, those cards could also suggest that the person you are with have and hopefully is going to implement the ability to satisfy all of your emotional needs. And this is going to happen, however, through sharing. Now, that is very, very important because it's going to take from your part as well. Now, imagine when you do have Two of Cups, this card is very often misconcepted, because what the card represents is that, say, women are from Venus and men are from Mars. And in order things to happen in between them, like within the card here, as you can observe, they both are reaching out toward one another, therefore they have to meet at Earth. So you will have to do your part of the effort, and the other person have to do their part of the effort. So playing hard to get, for example, waiting because, say, you are a woman, every time, you know, the man to initiate something because it's a man and this is how it is, I don't know, accepted for whatnot. At least this is how it is in my country. Okay, it's not going to work out under the energy of, or the influence of the Two of Cups. You both need to make and share equal effort, and only then, you know, something new emerges in between you two, just so you know. But again, if you are single, definitely a person will appear that can satisfy all of your emotional needs. Whether you are going to give the man or the woman a chance, it is entirely up to you. Now, other than that, next few weeks you will have a super comfy environment, especially within your job, career, and in generally the place that you do consider more as a professional rather than a personal domain. But the flip side of all that is going to be that you will have to dive into the collective work or into the collective experience, and therefore your personal ambition will kind of like be set on the bench, at least for the time being. And another thing from these cards, it is that if you are a party type of person, next few weeks are going to be weeks where you will grow less and less interested into kind of like having fun or partying the same way you did up until this point, just so you know. Other than that, next few weeks are going to be weeks where you will experience no new issues and problems, and even it is very possible that the current issues and problems you have are going to start abating and not being able to influence you in any negative way. All right, so that was for Taurus. Next one, that will be Gemini. For Gemini, the Tower. Yeah, it's there. 9 of Wands. That's a good thing. They will have a really good so yeah, they're gonna have a really good cycle here. Then it is the Knight of Wands. All right, so these are the 3 cards for Gemini. Super active season for them. There are going to be a lot of things moving around for you, Gemini, and the majority of those things moving around, you will be able to navigate them. It's quite difficult to describe it, but the circumstances under things are going to start moving around are not going to be influenced by you. So you are not going to have the say here whether, you know, the job is moving, or whether you will have to move place, or whether, you know, you will have to go out and attend to this event or to that event. It is just the circumstances are going to make you do it. However, how you are going to do it will be based on your turf. Therefore, you will be able to dictate, for example, where you are going to go, where you are going to work, how you're going to go out on a date, and whatnot. And so, with a careful navigation of the events and the circumstances that you're gonna find yourself into the next few weeks, according to these cards, you will be able to get a lot of things done. Now, here with the Tower and the Knights of and the Knight of Wands, that is when a person just sees. Can I put it into words? It sees a moment that under other circumstances would have been a crisis, but a person is able, through their enterprising nature, to not traverse it, but reverse it into a something positive, get it done, get to the very end of it, and just move on to the next thing from there. Another thing from these cards, it is that it is very likely that you may end up kind of like having a reason to change pretty much or transform pretty much everything about your life. Like, for example, you may have a crush into the next few weeks to someone and just hit it off because it's going to be mutual. At least, yeah, that is actually very likely now that I think of, without Nine of Wands being next to the Tower card, and just hitting it off and kind of like things are working out in between you two. You may decide, or rather like your car may break up, but you find the funds to replace it with something much better that is going to do you much more favor and much more service and whatnot. So just don't judge, the experience that you're going to have just from the initial circumstances, because they, for the most part, are not going to be pleasant, but what you can make out of it will be super, super good. And again, very, very dynamic transit for you, very dynamic season for you, Gemini. Next, that will be Cancer. The Devil. Two of Wands for Cancer. Nine of Swords. Two of Swords, I'm sorry, and Nine of Swords, not Two of Wands. It's like it's like someone is gonna try to strong arm you in the next 4 weeks or so, or that at least is going to be the environment. It may not be just only one attempt, but what we have here is that throughout the next 4 weeks, many of the yearnings you have, whether you yearn for money, for love, for peace, free time, whatever the case, or just having fun, whatever yearnings you do have, for the most part, you will have the necessary setup in order to fulfill those yearnings. Or in other words, whatever hungers you do have, you're going to have the circumstances to I can't think of another word. Well, maybe acquiesce, but it is just as a it's not as, it doesn't bring the sense of emergency that these cards bring. Okay, it's a strong arm, because you are gonna have that opportunity to fulfill and to satiate some kind of a hunger, whether again you're hungry for money, for love, whatever the case, and they're going to be that person or this organization that will try to talk you out of it through strong arming your emotions. And even it could be like, if you do it, I'm leaving you, or if you do it, don't come back here anymore. If you do that, don't call me again, and these kind of things. And that is a strong arming, at least in my line of a book. And what these cards are advising you here is that you don't owe anybody anything. you owe yourself happiness. That's and to feel fulfilled. So don't allow certain individuals or even organization to play around with your fear of loss, because that is pretty much what the strong arm is going to be about. People are going to try to exploit the fear of losing in order to get you not to do one thing or another that you want to do, and that this, when you do it, that is going to be like a heal that you are going to make to your soul. It's ultimately what the devil is all about, is to heal or to fuel up your soul. Okay, so that was for Cancer. Moving on next, we do have Leo. Hello, Anna. Welcome to the stream. You were Gemini, aren't you, Anna? For what I remember. It was quite of an intense one for Gemini. Four of Cups. The Strength. Six of Swords. This is how the Elemental Dignity stands. Those three cards. And for Leo, will be a meh of a season. Now what we have here is that there are going to be some duties, to say the least. That they're going to be pretty well defined. I mean, there is no walking around those things. Okay, you're going to have to do it, but for the time being, literally, they're going to be, at least based by your judgment, better things for you to do. And this season, for the most part, is going to be constantly that struggle, whether I gonna do what I have to do, okay, at work or at home, or whether I'm gonna do what I want to do. Because you're gonna find yourself, Leo, being very passionate about one thing or another. For what those cards are showing here, a long-term goal, okay, a long-term goal. And the problem is, this long-term goal it's not in the bag yet. What I mean is that whether it's going to work out or not is anybody's guess at that point, but what is going to be your duty toward, that's going to work. And therefore you will have to make a choice here. Are you going to gamble? Are you going to go forward in a gambit way, or whether you're going to go forward in the well-paved way? Anna, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Anna. At the end of the stream, you're going to have your personalized reading for the season here. It puts you into a list. All right. So, and I don't want to give you any kind of like make a choice for you. But what can I advise you? It is that for the next few weeks, always have that mentality to ask for a bit more. And this is how, through that mentality, actually, the right moves for you are going to be revealed. The right moves that you should do in order to not to miss out on this new passion you're going to have, and not to screw around with the duties that you will need to be to attend to as well. Don't risk it though. Okay, that Six of Swords being there next to the Four of Cups, it kind of speaks that, you know, risky moves are not good moves. All right, next. Virgo. Well, Anna, if it's good when it ends good, then it's good, okay? But if, you consider that it is good when it starts good, then I don't think so. All right, for Virgo, Two of Pentacles, first card. Eight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. Super good for Virgo. Super good. Um, so that Two of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups. These two cards we have. Okay. These two things, or these two cards, represent the relentless attempts people to live up to what they have promised towards you. Okay, so if your beloved one promised you something, not guaranteed that they will be able to fulfill that promise, but for as far as these cards go, they're going to do anything on their power. Now, it could be beyond their power, I mean, beyond their limits, the fulfillment of the promise, but they will do anything they can in order to fulfill that promise. And thus, these two cards speaks that at least for the next season here, Virgo, up until the 18th of February, you are going to deal only with genuine people. Honest and genuine people, which are willing to put up the work. They're willing to put up the work in order to kind of like make things work out with you one way or another. The plans, the dates, the schedule, the deals, the projects, and so on and so forth. And while with the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, okay, while these two cards here signifies that not everything is going to go as planned. In fact, many of your plans are going to go down the drains. I mean, they're going to be thrown out of the window. Some of the aspects of your plans are simply not going to be able to be applicable here and there, and you will have to kind of like do it on a fly, do it on a whim, rather. In terms of changing the plan, rescheduling, filling up the gaps and whatnot, and finding yourself in certain situations that are not ideal. Nonetheless, with these couple of cards, they do promise that the end result, or the future rather, kind of holds a super good results for you. Just to give you a quick example for that here, Virgo, is that say you have planned to go and spend the weekend with your beloved one, the person that you have super big interest into, but something happens and they just can't show up, right? So you will have to do something else because this plan kind of like is thrown out the window. However, through say communication or through something else, you kind of like come up to understanding that this is going to happen nonetheless and is going to be better than the planned one. Okay, so the future is going to hold a much better perspectives for you than those that haven't worked out throughout the next season, or throughout this season that we are in right now. Okay, next we have Libra. Anna, to your comment, I don't know about this morning, but yesterday I didn't have energy for anything. and I slept throughout the whole day and throughout the whole night. So I don't know. But today I haven't felt anything. Maybe it's not in my part of the globe. Alright, so for Libra, Eight of Wands, influenced by the Hangman. Things are about to stir for you big time with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, things are about to stir for you in a big time. Situations which have been dead-ended. Say you are looking for work and you just for the life of you can't find one, or you know you are trying so hard to find love out there, and just you try every trick in the book and it isn't working out, and it isn't working out. Those situations, those aspects of your life that you do find being a dead end, this is where things are going to stir, and suddenly you're going to find yourself having quite of a lot actually options available how to proceed with them. And it's here where you have to be rather smart than working very, very hard, because some of those options available are simply not going to be meant for you guys. So whether you are job deprived, love deprived, friendship deprived, you know, time deprived, whatever the case you are deprived of, you will be deprived no longer, because again, this field for you is going to stir big time. Hopefully you are ready for that. No, I haven't watched it yet. Pisces Moonbeam. Scorpio next. Well, Anna, if you do watch the Gemini reading, that may give you an answer. Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. Oh my God, for a change, we have a good one. And it is the Eight of Pentacles. That's awesome, guys. And then it is the Knight of Cups. That's super good. Okay, that is super good. Do you know what those couple of cards does represent? Okay, they do represent the dream. They do represent the dream, or rather, the rare opportunity to manifest the dream, a rare opportunity to manifest the rare dream job, to manifest the rare opportunity to manifest the relationship and whatnot. Okay, and what I'm talking about, the rare opportunity here, I'm talking about a rare opportunity to make a super lucrative business, or to make a super harmonious relationship that it is ahead of you. It's just, it all comes to that, you know, whatever wish you do have. According to these cards, this is going to be the season where we as a Scorpio are going to have the rare opportunity to make that wish come true for us through a lot of, however, work. It's going to require a lot of work and a lot of dedication. The Knight of Cups, it is the only court card in tarot that does not rely on luck and does not believe in fate. Knight of Cups believes only in their own personal efforts. They want something, they walk toward it, just like the knight holds aloft the cup. Cup represents dreams in tarot. It's a symbol of dreams in tarot. So the cup in front of them aloft and follows it. Okay, it does not kind of like hopes that something is gonna carry him forward, but follows it. So it's very important that we do follow our dreams, because we're going to have the opportunity to do so into the next few weeks under the season of Aquarius here, and with the Eight of Pentacles being next to the Ace of Pentacles. This is just a testament that we are ready. You are ready. We are ready as a Scorpio to give and receive, whether love, whether efforts for money and whatnot, and so on and so forth. It's just going to be an amazing, amazing season, which is coming true here for Scorpio. And hopefully, guys, you are not, how can I put it into words, or we rather are not cheap on our dreams. All right, next, that will be Sagittarius. Ace of Cups. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. It's some kind of proposal. It's some kind of an offer. And this proposal or an offer, it could be whether a proposal for a job or for a romance, whatever the case, or an offer, for example, someone to help you, helping hands coming around. Whichever the case, there will be no reason for you to deny it when it comes about. This offer or a proposal, it is going to happen to be the reason for an impending change in your life. Usually this impending change happens into the worst sphere or a field into one's life. For example, if you have no friends whatsoever, that's going to be an invitation for, say, social gathering, something like that, where you can make a bunch of. If your love life is DOA, then, you know, a romantic offer is coming your way. If you are jobless, you have no opportunities around you, job offer and whatnot. This is going to be where nothing is going for you. This is where the offer is coming about. That is going to change literally everything there, okay? That is going to transcend, Sagittarius, your reality into something you are going to freaking love, all right? It's just your day-to-day routine is going to be something you are going to love very, very much. And that Knight of Swords being there, it just says that at the start, at first, it's not going to make much sense for you. Okay, why, you know, I have received that job offer? Well, because you fit the description, because you click in there, because your professional skills are tailored for the position. That's why. All right, so next we do have Capricorn. I haven't watched it yet, Pisces Moonbeam, but I may give it a go after the live stream. The Fool. Five of Pentacles. Death. That Fool and the Five of Pentacles, it's a great combo. It represents, like many people interpret the Fool card like a new beginning. So it represents a new beginning. Now, this new beginning could be new job, it could be new relationship, it could be new house, whatever the case. It's just a new beginning for you. It could be generally new beginning for your life. And with the Five of Pentacles being next to the Fool card, it represents that you are going to carry no shit from your past into this new experience. In other words, if that's a new relationship, this relationship will be nothing alike the train wreck you have been beforehand. Or if it's a new job, then it will represent, nothing alike the negative aspects of the jobs you were in up until this point, okay, and so on and so forth. So that is a completely brand new experience that is not going to present you with the struggles you have to put up with up until this point, while in the same time, okay, you get to keep the benefactors. That is what the debt represents into next to the Fool card here, okay? You get to keep your habits, you get to keep your understanding, you get to keep literally everything that makes sense for you, carrying it on. You just live up only the crap behind. It could be as well a restart, okay? It may be, for example, you may have been kicked off a company, and suddenly that company changes management and they call you to come back there, okay? And they're not going to put you through the crap you had to endure up until this point. It could be a restart of a relationship, okay? It was a train wreck, like I said, but now the other person learned their lesson, because obviously with these cards, the problem is not within you, and they just want to make amends, and that will help you have a not just only good time, but also to feel free. That's the whole reason here, guys, to feel really, really free in spirit, and not just only in spirit, but as well in body. It's going to be amazing for Capricorn. It's like a restart button, but you get to keep the benefits by this point. It is just a restart on the, like I said, on the crap that you had to endure up until this point. All right, next, Aquarius. Well, I love my Scorpio reading for a change. Aquarius, Nine of Swords. The world. It's awful. It's Aquarius season, and it is not a good. It's not a good reading, guys. It's not a good reading. What these cards are saying and showing here is that for Aquarius, the circumstance, and I am rising Aquarius, by the way, this is going to hit me harder than my sun sign, and something is going to bounce us back. Okay, something is going to bounce us back, and for example, we may think that the job is done. Okay, it's pretty much sealed. We have done our job, and something bounces back saying, no, this you haven't done it, all right? You haven't finished what you have been paid for. That's for example. Or someone may bounce us back into our ex's lap, or a hug, or I don't know, bosom, so to speak. Hopefully, my ex is far away, so that's not gonna happen, but something is gonna bounce us back. Now that's the bad thing, because we pretty much have the attitude that it's a sealed deal. Like I said, it's pretty much it's done, and we are looking forward toward the future, and we're looking toward the next thing, but unfortunately we're bounced back. The other, however, elements of dignity shows that there is another way forward. Things doesn't have to go down the drain. Things doesn't have to go down in flames. We can work it out. We can work it through. That is with the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords, but it does require courage. It does require courage, and it does require, you know, going out of our ways, going out of, not thinking, but acting out of the box. Because the thinking is good, we do have it, but there are things that we can think of that we are not prepared to do, or we do not want to do, and these things are exactly the things that are going to make the thing work this time around. That is for Aquarius. So it's like a correctional exam. You know, when you fail the first exam in university, you do have a correctional one afterwards, or at least this is what we do have here. And we get to have that exam the second time. Hopefully we're going to pass it this time around. Pisces. Judgment. The Hangman. Two of Pentacles. Like for Libra, but on steroids. Things are about to stir. Now the difference is that under into Libra's reading, they stir under the elements of dignity of the Eight of Wands and the Hangman. And this elemental dignity predispose for wrong steps, okay, where, you know, you can be way too eager, not measure well, you know, your capabilities, and take on an option available that's pretty much you're not ready for, or you're not, it's out of your league. While here in Pisces, you can't do that, because the only option available for you is going to be the right option available for you. This what we do have here is a trampoline. It's a rocket. Okay, it's a rocket that will propel you to the greatest heights that you can be at this stage of your life, whether in your love life or whether in your career. Well, why not in your social experiences as well. The Two of Pentacles next to Judgment kind of says that you don't have much room, if at all, to kind of like make some, I don't know, reconfigurations to wriggle your way through or whatnot. It's pretty much for you this season, Pisces, is going to be where destiny grabs your hand and it doesn't even tell you to follow it. It just drags you to your destination where you do belong. And the result of that is that a developments long time waited to reach certain, I don't know, a milestone or a conclusion even, are going to get there. So you're going to have your closure, you're going to have your reach, you're going to have your conclusion, you name it. But suddenly your life will no longer going to be, so to speak, blocked. Yes, Anna, it's from 20th, 2 days ago. Actually, yes, from yesterday for you, because it's 23rd now for me. So yeah, you're right. And this is why probably you may have felt the surge yesterday morning, or this morning, because it's under the energy of the Tower, and the Tower is a bolt of energy, yes. All right, so that concludes the 12, and now the super chat readings. The first one is for Mattia, and her inquiry is Pluto in Aquarius for the period where, for the period of January 20th to September 1st this year. So let's check it out, Mattia. Hello, Kali. All right, so these are your cards. And put the camera preview, so I'm sure you can see them. So these are your cards, Mattia. We have those three. And this is going to be pretty straightforward period, okay? Within this period, there won't be much room for you to make, say, last minute changes, or to rather change up your mind. This is going to be, at least according to these cards, a period where things planned and things targeted, say you have established a target right now, or you have made a plan, or you have signed up a deal, or you have promised something, whatever the case. So anything that established as a goal will have to be followed, and there will be, at least according to these cards, there won't be a way out of it, unless you do not want to suffer a significant losses as a backwards compensation, you know, and so on and so forth. And other thing is here is that for the most part, okay, a lot of work and a lot of responsibilities are going to fall on you, and that you will have to tackle them by yourself. However, although it's going to be quite intense in terms of a workload or responsibility load, so to speak, because it could touch as well your love life. Okay, uh, towards the end of this period that you asked about, you will be quite proud with the results that you are going to establish by that point. Although the development of your affairs, whether personal affairs, whether business affairs, whether social affairs, will go slower than you would like to, but it will be steadier than expected. And there is one more thing which I am going to write to you right now, that is not to be discussed on YouTube though, because it's going to be against the rules. But I'm gonna write it to you on Skype. Let me find you here. Let me check it out again. All right. Next. You're welcome. Flameearth 24. That will be Anna. So Anna, let's check what the season is gonna be for you personally. Uh, Hello, Ellen. Welcome to the stream. Wow, Anna. You will have a lot to think about. Let me clarify why. Ooh. Those are the 3 cards. And the Aquarius season, the primary thing for you there, it may not look like it right now, but the primary thing, at least according to my card, is going to be love. Or, in other words, is going to be the end of the unfavorable love life. Well, literally what the cards are showing, it is that a person who is, how can I put it into words, abusing your emotions in one or another way is gonna stop doing that, or they are going to go away. I don't know how to put it into words, but how can I put it into words? It's quite complicated to explain. Long story short here, Anna, is that you can make them pay. Okay, you can make them pay, and not by directly hurting them, but it is because you're gonna have a chance to be happy in that department, probably with someone else. However, the circumstances under which this thing is gonna happen, it is gonna hurt that person who is kind of like exploiting, so to speak, your emotions. And you have a choice to make, whether you are going to be accountable toward yourself and be happy, or you will try to be fair and not to be happy. I don't know how to put it into words. Other than that, Anna, on the business front, next the Aquarius season is going to be super strong for you. You're going to have a lot of work if you so decide to indulge yourself with business. The whole season is about what you will prefer to do and how much you want to invest into one thing or another. You can be super successful at work off a cost of your love life, or you can be super successful in your love life on the cost of your work, because the five of swords works that way. You can be successful at something if you are willing to give everything into it. You can be moderately successful if you are willing to give as much as you can give to that point, all right, or to that thing. So it will be pivotal, or rather, like, is going to be how can I put it into words? How can I put it into English? Imperative, not pivotal, but imperative, that you know how far you can go with one thing or another, how far you can go with yourself about your business before you burn out, or before you are investing way too much into it that it is becoming unhealthy. And same thing about love. And one more thing here is that you are going to have the full capability to live up to whatever business or personal expectations you are going to be put under into this season. So you will, if nothing else, you are going to have immaculate time management. Taco, thank you, mate, so much for the $22.22. Thank you, mate. You're going to have your personalized reading now. So let's see what kind of a season you will experience. It will be positive, yes, Taco. Um, you're welcome, Anna. It's a season of relationship recovery. Those are the three cards we have for you, mate. The season of relationship recovery. And also, it's a really, really good season for you for striking up a deal in regards to your house or where you're gonna live into. Okay, that's a good. These are the Lenormand cards, right? Because for everyone that it is doing $20 or above, I always draw Lenormand cards so I can tell you the event under. So these are the cards for you, and this is whether a deal for where you are gonna live into or a strengthening of your relationship, kind of like consolidating. I don't know how to put it into words. Not even mending. It's more like ensuring your relationship future, making it your domain, that it is going to be there to stay. And whichever the case, these are cards, okay, which are the tarot, and they're showing that with whatever the case, okay, whatever the case, you should not try to be, and I'm sorry for the expression here, mate, but jackass, like trying to be smarter for your own good. I mean, according to these cards, it's pretty well known to everyone what is expected, not just only from you, but from the other side of fortifying. Yeah, this is a gaming term that we can use here because we do understand each other. Fortifying your relationship. Yeah, it's pretty well known. It's everyone's knowledge what is expected from you, from the other side, and from everybody. And you shouldn't try to kind of like, I don't know how to put it into words, wriggle your way out of it and do it your way. This isn't how it's gonna work, mate. Next season, you have to do what it is expected from you to do in order to secure your house and to secure your family life, because I know that you do have a family, to secure your family life. If you do what it is expected, not just only that, also about your business, but the primary focus here, it is your house, your home, and it is your relationship. So, but in general sense, if you do what it is expected, you will ensure the future of your business, of your family, of your house, of your social circle, everything. So unfortunately, Taco, in my eyes at least, that is a cycle where you don't have much of a say, mate. You just gotta do what you have been told. Yeah, what is expected of you. I hate these states, but at least you know what you are doing it for. You are doing it for results and for success, which according to these cards are pretty much in the bag. Yeah, that's the thing. At least you know what you are doing it for, because it's gonna have rewards, it's gonna carry on rewards. Sometimes, we find ourselves being acquiesced into it, having no idea is it gonna bear fruit or not. And next time, the situation arises the same way, people wonder why the subject of it addresses the situation incredulously, which is because we have no faith that is going to work out, because there is no guarantees. But for you, mate, there are guarantees. So well, Taco, it's not just only about you. This is going to affect every party within the situation you're in. Like I said, the situation that demands your family to be fortified, like you made, it has a requirements from you and from the other side, from your wife. So you will have to live up to those requirements. You must do what you have been told, but also your wife has to do so as well. right? You aren't gonna be a slave by a long shot here. Bottom line, it is that as everyone else is gonna do what they are supposed to, you will have to do the same. Hope that I made it clear. You're welcome. And if you are looking to buy a house or to sign up a contract for, say, how do you call it when two families are living in one house? I think that there is term in English, like not co-founding, but I don't know, not co-existing, like sharing a house. I don't know how to put it into words. It's a fantastic season for you to do so. Ellen, only Super Chat and PayPal support. It is to be answered in those live streams. So with that said, guys, cosigner, yeah, that could be the case as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your generosity as well. And we're going to see each other next time. Till then. Bye.